Yes, you are right. For those of you who know me, I am back across the street in my old house that I sold about 6 months, 8 months ago. And I am looking at my pond that I have nurtured for quite a while. I haven't seen the fish. I feel like a parent who's been away from his kids for almost a year. And I'm friends with Katie, the neighbor. I finally got to meet her. And I wanted to see my Pacus and my Koi. Look at those Pacus. They really didn't get that much bigger, but over the winter, it gets cold here, so chilly, so I'm sure they weren't eating quite as much. Now that the spring is here, they'll probably get enormous. They pretty much look very similar to when I sold her the house last, at the end of the summer, so probably they got a little bigger, and then over the winter, they kind of like went into that like little bit of brumation mode. From what she told me, I was gonna put a heater on this pond prior to selling it, and then I sold the house. I never got a chance to, and I guess it got a little cold here for a week or two, and the Oscars that were in here all died. So that's the only thing that she really lost. The Koi can handle the cold pretty well, and even I guess the Pacus can handle it too, because every one of them seems to be alive. I counted 8 of them, so they're the albino Pacus doing well in the pond. And like I said, I expect probably by midsummer these things are going to be probably like double the size. I wouldn't doubt it. Just a little zoom here. It's pretty amazing. So I'm really happy. Hopefully you guys that watch my Muscle Fish channel had followed that whole Pacu adventure, and maybe Katie will let me come here and film throughout the summer so I can give you guys updates. If you're interested, I really loved this pond. That was the only regret I had in selling the house, because my mother-in-law moved out of here, so I really didn't need the house anymore. And it's a big property to maintain, and so with all the snakes I have too. My intention is to build a pond on my other property when I build my new reptile facility, and maybe Katie will donate some of my Pacus back to me. Of course, I'll offer to buy them. She probably won't take any money, but if she does, I'll buy them. I love these Pacus. I know they can get ginormous, and I'd like to build a pond, that's even bigger than this. I'm not really a Koi guy. I probably wouldn't put Koi in them. I would put all tropical fish, but I would put some kind of a heating element in this so that the temperature doesn't get too cold. So it doesn't really get cold for a long time here in Florida, but it can get cold, and you don't want everything to die off when it does. So anyway, I'm excited I get to see my pond.